Tonight on Si's Eyes on the Skies.
Northeast Iowa's been pummeled by the rain the last couple of days. Will it's come to a stop? I'll have more coming up.
Plus, Devon is in the studio for your national forecast. All that and much more as this Thursday, September 22nd edition of Si's Eyes on the Skies starts right now.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV, broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. This is Si's Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television program brings you the weather from around the country to the heart of Iowa. The ISU Meteorology Department team of forecasters keep you ahead of the storm. From Iowa's most trusted weather team, this is Si's Eyes on the Skies.
Welcome back to Si's Eyes. I'm joined now by Caleb Wood. Now, talk about some humidity outside today, and the past couple of days, actually.
Yesterday I was walking to the career fair, and it was like 90 degrees and very humid in a suit, and that was no fun at all.
Yeah, my roommate was also in a suit, and she's like, this is awful, just super humid. But do you think it'll stay?
You know, today was a little cooler. It was the first day of fall today, so I think we're about to make the turn towards the new season. But first, as we take a look at our current clouds and radar picture, northeast Iowa has been getting pummeled by rain. I've seen reports of even up to double-digit rainfall over the past couple of days in that section of the state. As we look at today's highs, it was 81 degrees in Ames, a warm 86 in Des Moines, and even as we go furthest to the southwest, 88 in Council Bluffs. And the day planner for tomorrow is going to start out still pretty mild, 70 degrees by 8 a.m. with sunny skies, and we get to 82 by noon and all the way up back to 87 for tomorrow afternoon.
Thanks, Caleb. And now it's time for tonight's weather story. In 1995, unseasonably cold weather affected most of Iowa, where temperatures failed to climb out of the 40s. Snowflakes and ice pellets mixed with rain were observed at stations across northern Iowa, and this was the earliest fall occurrence of snow in Iowa since 1938. Temperatures as low as 24 occurred at Emmitsburg and Sibley, with soybean losses totaling around $200 million in northwestern Iowa. Now that is a lot of money for something that is a really big deal to Iowa. And now we will turn to Devon Johns. Devon, is there anything interesting going on around the country?
There has been a lot going on around the country. About the southeast, we have rainfall going into the Carolinas, along with the heavy rain that's been pummeling Iowa. Caleb will have more coming up in the Iowa forecast. And over the Rocky Mountains, a lot of rain, a lot of wildfire potential. I'll have more coming up after the break.
Welcome back. And now we're joined by Devon at a look with what is happening around the nation. Devon?
Thank you. Even though the calendar might say today is fall, it's not fall throughout much of the nation. As looking about the nation, we have cool temperatures throughout the Rocky Mountains, except very hot across the south with 93 in Dallas, 87 in St. Louis. Looking closer about the areas around the nation, today was 73 in Syracuse, 80 in Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. It was very warm throughout the Northeast, but not as hot as it is in the Southeast, because we have temperatures at 91 in New Orleans, 90 in Little Rock, up to 93 in Dallas. Summer is here to stay, even though the calendar might say fall. Heading to the southwestern part of the United States, 83 in Phoenix, 81 in Vegas, as we have a lot of rain coming up. I'll talk about that in a little bit. And going up to the northwestern part, 64 in Seattle, 69 in Salem, and a cool 61 in Boise. Fall might be selling there, but throughout the Midwest, it's still very warm with 93 in Hays, Kansas, 85 in Kansas City, and 85 also here in Des Moines. Looking about the nation, looking around the nation, we have a lot of rain going about northeastern Iowa, as we have had a lot of flood warnings. However, though, another big part of the nation is over the Mountain West, where we have a lot of precipitation going on, as we have rain making its way throughout Utah into Wyoming. We're going to have flash flood warnings and such. Looking around the nation, we have some flood watches and flood warnings throughout the northeastern part of Iowa. But looking on in, we have a lot of stuff going on in the southwest, from red flag warnings in Nevada and California to flash flood watches and warnings in Utah and Arizona, and high wind warnings in the Colorado-Utah area. Looking ahead to what's going on in the next several days, this huge swath of rain that's been haunting Utah and the Denver area is slowly going to shift its way north, as the rain that's been plaguing Iowa over the past day is slowly making its way to the Great Lakes, as the system is going to slowly head into the Rockies, even having a chance of some snow showers in the Wyoming area. As the system works its way north, however, we have a chance of rain throughout the middle part of the country come the weekend, and into Sunday. Tomorrow, it's still going to be very hot throughout much of the nation, with 91 in Dallas, 90 in St. Louis. Still cooler in the mountain areas where the lot of rain is precipitating down for tomorrow. Our peak C for this evening is Billings, Montana, as we're going to have temperatures cooling down to the mid-50s at 57 tomorrow and Friday, and then slowly going to recover to the 60s with a lot less rain coming up for the rest of the week.
Thanks, Devon. Now let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. What is the record for the most rain to fall in 1 minute? Is it A, 1.23 inches, B, 2.24 inches, C, 0.68 inches, or D, 1.01 inches? Now let's take a look at the week ahead. Caleb, is the warmth going to stay with us, or are we going to finally head into fall?
You know, I've been wondering that myself too. When can we put on our turtleneck sweaters, you know? When is that going to come? I'll have more after the break. Welcome back to this latest edition of Si's Eyes on the Skies. As we take a look at what's ahead, we're going to have a stormy night tonight here in the central Iowa region. But a sunny start to the weekend, perfect for that Cyclone football game here at Jack Trice Stadium. But the rain returns next week with cooler temperatures on the way as well. Currently, it's still 80 degrees in Ames with mostly cloudy skies. A small wind out there from the east, and very humid. A dew point is 73 degrees still. Very muggy night. As we take a look at our current temperatures, it's again 80 in Ames, 85 in Des Moines with that heat island effect, 84 down in Tooele, but where the rains have been up there in northeast Iowa, it's only 70 degrees in Waterloo right now. As we take a look at the clouds and radar from the past 6 hours, we see this big rain band in northeast Iowa producing multiple inches of rain. Even some places got double-digit inches of rain today in that region. As we take a look at our futurecast model here, it has a big storm here in the central and southern Iowa region. As we progress through time, it comes back to northeast Iowa and up into Wisconsin as the cold front pushes south and east. And as we head into tomorrow afternoon, sunnier skies return, perfect for the weekend here in central Iowa. And as we keep going into Saturday, clouds do return with a little chance of rain, but I think it'll be all right for the game. As we take a current look at our watches and warnings here, much of north and northeast Iowa is under either a flash flood watch in the darker green or flood warnings up in the lighter green, where they're getting dumped on with multiple rounds of rain buckets, I would say. So the lowest tonight is going to be 68 in Des Moines, 67 down to Tooele, 66 in Waterloo. So still pretty warm night on average, with mid to upper 60s prevailing across the state. As we take a look at our forecast tonight here in Ames, it's going to be 67, scattered showers, mostly cloudy conditions too, with a slight southeast wind from 3 to 6 miles per hour, keeping us on the warm side. And our highest tomorrow, a big 90 in Des Moines, 90 in Ottumwa, only 80 in Mason City, so it's a little cooler up to the north as we would expect, and 87 still in Sioux City. So overall, the whole state about 10 to 15 degrees above average for this time of year. And tomorrow in Ames, it's going to be 87 degrees, partly sunny, feeling warmer than today a little bit because the sun does return come tomorrow with that southeast wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour still pumping in that warm air from the south. As we take a look at highs across the state tomorrow, it's going to be 85 in Des Moines, no, that's today, hold on, sorry. As we take a look at extended forecast, it calls for 87 degrees tomorrow and sunny, 83 on Saturday with a slight rain chance, but I think the game should get in before the rain comes. Pretty rainy start on Sunday morning, but then temperatures slide down to where they should be for this time of year.
Thank you, Caleb. Now let's take another look at tonight's trivia question. What is the record for the most rain to fall in 1 minute? Is it A, 1.23 inches, B, 2.24 inches, C, 0.68 inches, or D, 1.01 inches? What do you guys think for this one?
I'm going to say B, about 2.24
Do you
inches.
think it's that much? You gotta think about this is 1 minute. 1 minute for that much. I mean, if you think about it in this case, like, we'll get a lot of rain for like a whole day and it'll only come out to like 2 inches maybe. So let's see what the answer
I'm more
is.
thinking about A.
A? Look at that. You got it. A, it is
Yeah.
1.23 inches.
I was way on the extreme side there.
A little bit. I guess it could have been like 4 inches, but that would have been a lot for 1 minute. That's what is really bizarre about that. This actually happened in Maryland in 1956. So of all
Okay.
places, Maryland.
It's a long-standing record then.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder why in Maryland this happened.
Maybe with the Atlantic moisture.
It could be.
Right on the coast, yeah.
I don't know.
So
Now,
it's going to rain this weekend here in Iowa, but it shouldn't be
Yeah.
that much. We're in
hopefully for
South.
people like tailgating tomorrow,
Yeah.
we'll be able to keep the rain away for that long during the
Mhm.
game.
I'm very excited for next week with the cooler temperatures coming. It's actually going to feel like
Yes.
fall.
Bring
It's
bring on the
supposed to
sweater weather, please.
Yes.
I'm
Very
sick of this
much.
humidity.
Bring on playoff baseball too. Go Cubs, right?
Go Cubs.
You gotta say that.
Yeah, of course. Now that concludes our show for tonight. Please be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. You can find every show online at YouTube under our Size Eyes channel. Now we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us tonight on Size Eyes.